the best performing designer fragrances on the market right now. I'm always a big fan of longevity in fragrances. If a fragrance lasts a few hours, like less than 4 hours, I'm not a fan. If it lasts longer than 8 or 9 hours, I'm a big fan. You know, you pay that money for something that ought to last a while. And I've come across a few fragrances, which I'll feature in this list, that are very, very long lasting. So, as always, all the fragrances that I mentioned will be available in the Amazon associate links down in the description below. Now, I'm going to start with one that is absolutely one of my favorites, which is Oud Satin Mood. I love this because it's super long lasting without being too much in your face, because some fragrances are just way too strong, you know, too bold, too just way crazy. This is balanced while still being super long lasting. I would say longevity is about 9 hours in most instances. Super, super elegant oud rose fragrance. When you combine those two notes, it is just paradise, heaven. You get that muskiness of the oud, you get the light sweetness and freshness of the rose, smash them together, you get this, it's wonderful. I love the long longevity. You don't have to worry about reapplying it. At the same time, it's just smooth, it is super elegant, sophisticated, it's unisex, a little bit leaning on the feminine side, but still good enough to be used by men as well. Just a really nice fragrance. Now, it is more expensive, but you kind of get what you pay for with this brand especially. It is super high quality, a fragrance that you can rely on, especially, you know, this is more of a formal type of fragrance, I would say, or a cold weather fragrance, but just in general, reliable. It smells really, really good, lasts a long time. It has all the perks, everything you could want from a fragrance. You got it right here with Oud Satin Mood. Then, going for a classic, which is kind of an insane longevity bomb here. This is Shalamar from Guerlain from 1925, I think it came out. This is such a crazy strong fragrance. Now, while Oud Satin Mood lasts long and was smooth, this is way bolder, a little bit more in your face, but still super good. It's primarily, you're getting this incense smokiness, mixing it with some resins like amber, then you're getting in some spices, you know. This is meant to be, it was specifically designed to be kind of exotic, spicy, smoky, mysterious, you know, that sort of thing. So, this is super heavy. If you don't like smoke notes, skip this one. This is super smoky, probably one of the smokiest fragrances I've come across. Now, the Eau de Parfum, which I have, definitely will last 9, 10, 11 hours. It really sticks to the skin. It has also a really delicious vanilla note that sticks around. It's very much a warm, toasty vanilla. Not too sweet, but, you know, adds a little bit of extra personality to the fragrance. But crazy good, especially if you like that kind of spicy, exotic smokiness that Shalamar has. And it is a little bit too intense in today's fragrance market in terms of feminine fragrances, because feminine fragrances back in the 1920s were generally pretty smoky and heavy compared to today, which are more sweet and light. But again, it's all up to personal preferences and also pure longevity here. You're never going to have to reapply this. You can wear this for 2 days straight and you'll still smell it. But moving on from this, going back to the modern side of things, I would say Black Opium does a really good job of longevity. This was really oversaturated about 10 years ago. Not so much anymore, which is nice. This is a pretty intense coffee, orange blossom, cedarwood, sweet type of fragrance. Primarily meant for clubbing. It's still kind of used for clubbing. But it is very much known for its longevity. I would say longevity minimum 8 hours, maybe even a minimum of 9 hours. It is very much long lasting. You can't really go wrong with this. Pretty much everyone I've ever talked to who has discussed this fragrance or mentioned it, they really like it. You know, just make sure that you like sweeter fragrances and also intense sweet fragrances, because that's exactly what this is. But yeah, I mean, longevity here, not a problem. This will last all day, all night. You don't have to worry about it at all. And again, the big bonus is that it's not as oversaturated as it once was. So there's more freedom to wearing it and not having to worry about, oh, you smell exactly like these 14 other women. That sort of thing. So it has a little bit more chance to be a little bit more unique now. And it's just an agreeable fragrance. Again, most people are going to enjoy this fragrance. Haven't come across anyone who really dislikes it yet. Then I have to go with one that is currently a little bit oversaturated, but longevity is through the roof. This is Baccarat Rouge 540, of course, everyone knows about this one. When I first put this on, I was just blasted, absolutely blasted with how strong it was. I put this on, and people in the other room could tell that I had just put this on. This is super intense with longevity. Do not put on a lot at once because you will just destroy everyone's nostrils in like a mile radius. Super sweet fragrance, mixed with some saffron, some fir wood, some ambergris, you know, some of these other notes, but primarily a very sugary, sweet type of fragrance. So this is definitely one for those who enjoy gourmand type of fragrances, even though this isn't exactly a true gourmand, not super foodie or anything, but in general, it's super sugary. It smells kind of like cotton candy or burnt sugar. And longevity, I would say up to 12 hours or longer. It just sticks to you and will not go away. Again, don't put too much on at once. You'll need really a few sprays and you're good to go. This is a crazy, crazy type of fragrance. And again, the problem is right now, it's a little bit oversaturated. It was especially oversaturated a few years ago. A little bit less so now, but still it's kind of that super popular type of fragrance. So if you're worried about smelling like everyone else, and maybe skip this one. But otherwise, if you want a really long-lasting sweet fragrance, which is also very high quality coming from this brand, then you have Baccarat Rouge 540 to choose from. The last one that I have is one of my personal favorites, which is a unisex tobacco fragrance from Dior, JTobac Color. This is phenomenal if you like tobacco. This is just a super well-balanced tobacco type of fragrance. Sometimes tobacco fragrances are way too harsh and smoky and just too much. This is very warm, very cozy, very mysterious, a little bit exotic. It's just really, really nice. And longevity, again, through the roof. It has a certain intensity to it without going overboard. I would say longevity minimum 8 hours. Most, probably up to 10. Definitely a super elegant type of fragrance that will last a very long time, and you won't have to worry about reapplying it or, you know, it fading or things like that. It's just going to last as long as you need it, and that's all. And it's just like I said, warm, cozy, a little bit mysterious, smoky type of fragrance. That is my list for this video of the best performing designer fragrances right now. So hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, of course, leave a like, maybe subscribe, and I make videos throughout the week, so stick around for those.